morning. It's about 6:30. It's day, I think it's 14, believe it or not. And just to give the stats here, it's 6:34. We're at 7,684 feet. So we're gonna get our breakfast burrito and coffee at 7 o'clock and book it down to the boat at 7 o'clock all at the same time. We checked out last night, so we're all good there. So the camp is kind of getting ready right now. There's people running around. Here we go. Good morning. See, there's people like right there, man. And we'll be hiking with him a little bit, I think. And so we're all, everything's kind of just waking slowly here. Some people need to go right away, and some people are just, they're staying the whole day, kind of zeroing kind of thing. Looks like another beautiful day, man. It's gonna be awesome. We have we're ready for a cold ride across the lake. So I got my gloves. I got like everything on I can get on. I don't have my smart wolves on though, so I'll have to figure that one out. I think I'm gonna put my frog trog over my knees like I did before, so I should be fine. Anyways, so it was actually a pretty good night. I had to get up like 3 times. I think it's the 2 beers throughout the day and just the non-ingestion of electrolytes and all that salt. My body just let go of all the liquid inside. It was like, what is going on, man? It was a pretty good night's sleep. It was really quiet in camp. It was really nice. So good morning for day 14. Keep you posted. So we're just about ready to get our food right now. I can see the wraps inside there. Shed.
It's supposed to be 7 o'clock.
See, this hikers please loiter. There are wraps right inside right there. Oh, I can't do that. So this is where you go in and order everything, buy everything, and close your tab. I think I got a video of the store yesterday. So people just kind of wait.
Yeah, they said everything happens at 7.
All right, we're just about ready to go. Kind of eating. Hopefully we can see all this. I don't know. I can't even hardly see you right now. Here we go. We got our wraps. They're looking good. Captain's keeping it organized. All right. Hey, what's your name again?
Chris.
Chris. All right, Chris.
Hey Fiat is my trail name.
Is what? K what?
Hey Fiat. Like hey, how you doing?
Hey Fiat.
And yeah, hey Fiat. The last 4 letters of my last name, Fiat.
All right, man. Ready continues. Well, we made it. No incidents. It was super great. I almost finished that whole burrito. The other 2 guys finished it. And the captain took the coffee cup, which we all finished our coffee. We shoved our foil and stuff inside of the cup, and he's going to take it back for us. So I'm super stoked about that. One of the gals at the store said, nah, he's not going to do that. And maybe you can, give him some money or something like that. I'm like, well, that's kind of weird, man. He would just take it, So, and he said, oh yeah, just give it to me, no problem. So we're pretty stoked about that. It would be really weird to carry, a cup, plastic top, and a ball of foil. It's just the weirdest trash ever backpacking. So anyways, so we all made it. A couple gals are here early. They're gonna get on the boat. I gotta get my electrolyte set. It's warm, but we're still a little chilled, so I'm not sure what we're gonna start hiking with, but everything's good for day 14. All right, well, we're leaving the ferry spot. This is kind of where we all started a couple days ago from the ferry, where we camped. The dock, he moved the dock. I think he's gonna move it again later today. It's kind of funny. So yeah, we camped right up here. So at 7:46, that was my camp spot. And we're back on the trail. So today we have scheduled, I think 16 and a half miles or something like that. If we can get more, we will do that, which will bring us into VVR, or not VVR, bring us into Red's Meadow tomorrow, I think it is. Earlier, which would be fantastic. So anyways, we'll see how that goes. Temperature's really nice right now. I have puffy up everything. The only thing extra I've done is I have my hoodie tucked into my sun pants. I'm sure that'll change in a few minutes here. All right, here we go, full of food. 3/4 of burrito in my belly, 2 cups of coffee, some Celsius in the bottle. All right, man. It's gonna be a great next couple days. Hike on. Hike in just a few minutes and try and get back a little bit. Here we go. We are entering the John Muir Wilderness. It's a national forest. All right. Hike on. Oh, 6? Oh, we could do that.
All right, we'll just meet up there then.
Silver Pass, Mono Pass. Selden.
Chad.
There's a nice,
All right, well, we're on the main JMT, I think PCT, I'm not sure, trail. It's about 8:30, and we are about 7,900 feet, probably about 8,000 feet now. So we've already gone up some. See the rivers down below, stream. I think that's Mono Creek, pretty sure. Never 100% though. It's a cool morning, a little hazy. Doesn't smell like smoke, just a haze. The sun is out bright. It's nice and cool right now in the morning. Feels really good. So the Seas Amigos are hiking, and we have another gentleman. I forget his name. Carol name's gonna take me a while to get because it's some funky acronym or something like that. Super nice guy. Lives in Arkansas, but he's lived all over the place. Hiked the Sierras for years and years and years. He's probably about my age. Super nice guy. So it's a pleasure hiking with him. And he's going northbound just like we are. So we might have a fourth person, or, you know, sometimes it's come and go. It just, you know, he was talking to Chris about, oh, no, you go in front, Chris. No, you go in front. And I'm like, well, you know, we're pretty fluid in terms of who's in front of who kind of thing. Everybody has a different pace based on the terrain and all that. So as long as we kind of keep the fluidity, it's like you get your maximum speed that way out of everybody, it seems like. So wonderful morning, just time to kind of relax. We're definitely all uphill until Silver Pass. That's where we're going to meet, and probably about just under 6 miles. So there's some flats, some meadows, and then there's, you know, a bunch of switchbacks too. So hopefully, I would think by noon, for sure, that's about 3.5 hours, 6 miles. We ought to be able to make Silver Pass lunchtime, and that would be really cool. Great morning, loving the hike. Well, it's just about 9 o'clock, and we're coming to Trail Junction, Selden Pass, Silver Pass. This is where we're going, and Mono Pass. That's Mono Pass, and that's clearly traveled, which is awesome. But we're going to Silver Pass. So we did a kind of 2 series, and the last series of switchbacks was a little more intense than the first, it felt like. Now we're kind of cruising a little bit of a flat area right here. It's still a canyon, but you can tell it's pretty flat right here. Still super dense. Got a lot of, still have aspens, and quite a mix right now. I don't know about the sage. Well, sage can grow like just about any altitude. I don't know what the what determines if it can grow. Maybe it's more the soil. Seems to love high drainage soil. Like lots of sand and rock and stuff like that. Huh. Well, here we go. There are a fair number of stairs, so that's kind of irritating here. A lot of times there's little stairs to help you out, but still, breaks your normal cadence and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if cadence is the right word, but rhythm. Yeah, we got a lot uphill to go. Chris was like right behind me, sucking with the gal. It's kind of funny. Everybody we've passed so far, they're going down to VVR pretty much. And they're like, okay, hey, what's the situation with the ferry? And they're like out of breath and they're going super fast. I'm like, hey, relax, man. So you can kind of see the relief, but still you never know till you know. So see how that goes for them. Hopefully they get a nice tasty breakfast or at least lunch today. Staying stoked. Well, you can see that's where we came from, down there, and multiple levels since the bottom, since where we're at right now. This trail is just basically a series of steps right here. It's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate when, relatively speaking, I'm kind of on the taller side of most hikers, especially when you factor in the women. But the shorter you are, like the harder this is when you have stairs. It's really, it hurts them more than anybody else. At least I'm in the shade right now. It's really nice. I have my hoodie off. There's no bugs, no sun, so I really don't need a hoodie on. So that cools me down a little bit. Still don't have my trekking poles out. I'll probably for sure do that when we get to kind of the final ascent kind of thing. Oh, here's some nice little staircase. All right, maybe it'll flatten off for a little bit here. We're getting closer to 9,000 feet. I can tell the terrain is changing a little bit now. A little more dispersed, a lot more rock. Streams, it seems pretty low. A whole lot of water. It's running across the rocks. We're getting close to 9,000 here. Yeah, I show about 8.7.5, so we're getting pretty close to 8.9, something like that. Still pretty early. The time is a 9:18. My watch shows. Still nice and cool in the shade. It's just really delightful. Haven't seen any wildlife yet. I heard some birds back there for a while. Woo! Nice little pool. Yeah. That would be a nice little bath right there. But now's not the time for that. Yeah, that's really pretty. It's super nice right now. It's like in the morning. There's nothing, no sounds. Nice little meadow right there. There's a fish feeding right there. I heard a crack behind me. It's probably Chris. Oh, we have the sage now and some pretty flowers. Ooh, berries. Red means dead. Yellows. Look at these guys. Nice. Getting up here. Mott Lake, and of course Selden and Silver. Of course we're going to Silver. Keep trucking. We're starting to get up into the junipers. There's another one. Ooh, that's a big one. Yeah. Ooh. See, we're moving up and up and up. Still got a ways to go though. I'm still just over 9,000. So, yeah. I think the pass is 10 something, like 10.7. No, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but whew. Wow, it's gonna open up here. It's a nice picture down the valley. Wow. And we were hugging this side of the valley here. Look at that. Look at that drop, man. Woo! And we have our own little golden staircase here. Yeah. I'll be glad with this and it's over, man. These steps are hard to get around. There's a lot of them. All right, well, we got up like this little golden staircase. We hiked up out of this valley. And a couple years ago in the heavy snow year, there was, yeah, you can see the stream right there. That thing was gushing over the edge. So we basically kind of went through a little bit of a waterfall, but this is the canyon. And you would think the way out is going straight and up there, but maybe it is for some people, but not for us. So we basically hiked up, you know, on my right side of this ridge right here, over here, and so that's going to bring us up into here, and the pass will be, you know, to the left, I guess, around here somewhere, I think. So it's just about 10 o'clock. I'll probably take a little break when we get to some water. Haven't really had a break, just video breaks, kind of I call them. Whew, that was pretty intense. That was like a little staircase going up the side right there to get up over this. And that sure is a beautiful, beautiful canyon out there, though. Should need to get a photo of that too. Wow. Well, this has just brought us up into a nice meadow here to our right. And not much water coming out right here, though. It's really dry. That's a pretty meadow, though, isn't it? Hopefully there's some water up here somewhere, because I am going to want to get some water before we go up and over. I think that might be the pass up there. I'm at like 9,500 now. Or wait, what did I check? Yeah, about 96, 97. So That staircase bumped me up a good 500 or so feet. Ooh, that is beautiful, man. Well, it really feels like we're gonna hit the lake up here pretty soon. And the pass is then gonna be up kind of close to the lake. Let's see, my watch shows that we are at just over 9,800. Oh, hi there.
Hey, how's it going?
Didn't see you coming, man. And what was I saying? 9,800 lake is imminent right here. I'm gonna need to get some water at the lake, as I didn't get any. I did get some at the stream, but I knew the lake was here, so I dumped it. But hope we're not going hiking high of the lake. That'll be a bummer. In that case, I might forego the water. I still have like a half a liter, I think, something like that. But I don't see the lake yet. Now, this is a cool trail. They kind of built up the side here. It's a pretty smooth trail for the most part. You can tell they put a lot of work and effort into it. It's beautiful. Look at that. Well, the lake is not right here. It's just a little valley right here. So the lake must be up above us. Ooh, check that out. You know, when you look backwards, you see all sorts of stuff you miss. That's where we're going. Pass is going to be up here somewhere. All right, it's about 10:30 and just crossed 10,000 feet. So 10,100, 1 or 200. So it kind of flattened out a little bit. Supposed to be the lakes around here somewhere. Hopefully we go close to it. I don't really know. But yeah, that was kind of a hard grind. Passed probably 4 or 5 people, I think. At least one of them is, 2 of them are actually doing the PCT. They're gonna, one guy's just finishing up a big section of it, South Kennedy Meadows. Another gal is doing the whole thing. And there are a couple other gals behind her. So starting to get some PCT hikers that probably skipped the Sierra in the winter, or the, what should I say, the spring, to finish it up now. So that's kind of cool. So, and you can, a lot of stoke. It's kind of funny. There's past a couple of people, you know, there's ripping by me. And like, okay, you know, in fact, you might have saw one of those guys on the video. I said, hey, how you doing? So, but you can really tell the people with a lot of stoke. And I'm like, how you doing? They're like, well, I'm doing great. How are you doing? You know, and then just kind of amps it up, and it's really lovely. So I love that kind of thing. It's encouraging, you know. When you get some positive vibes like that, just encourages me just to keep going, keep pushing. But I do need to take a break though. I don't want to go all the way to the top. But this hasn't been like a obvious break spot. I was hoping to get a spot I can see the lake against the water, but I don't know if that's going to happen. There's no way I'm going to keep going to the top, though. I don't even have my trekking poles out yet. I could really use them right now. Staying stoked. I'm definitely hitting a bubble of people coming down. Passed a couple of people that I seen a couple of days ago. I think they skipped VVR, and so we must have passed them, and then they passed us, and we passed them again. Call that flip-flopping. So it looks like the trail is purposely above the lake, which sucks. I haven't seen it. So I got a feeling there's no more water. So I'm about 1/3 of a liter of Celsius, and I think the pass is not too far away. So if that truly is the case, heck, I'm just gonna push to the top of the pass and have a nice long break up there, and have a snack. just feels too early for lunch, even though it's like 10:40 or something like that. Because this is a giant breakfast and everything. But we'll see how it goes. Beautiful. See all around me. You know, it's just gorgeous. Yeah. Oh wow. You can see way across the valley now. Woo. So that's pretty cool. Love that. All right. Journey continues, man. It's looking interesting. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna get a view like this from the top, especially on the left here. There's some spectacular mountains. Look at that one on the left there. Man. Yeah, so we're gonna say goodbye to these. Who knows where I've gone there? You just kind of lose it. Well, we came from the left there, I think. Well, today we were from the right, but yesterday I'm somewhere on the left. But a few clouds and the passes. You can actually see the top of the pass. It's kind of in between these two trees. There's of course, there's space between this little ridge and the main one, but we're getting closer. Looking good. Look at that. Little meadow just starting here. There'll be a little pond. Oh yeah, there's a little pond there. Cool. I have a pond on my right. And now I'm starting to be able to see the lake, which is awesome, man. Look at the crags on the top of those peaks right there. Gnarly. Whew. I think I'm going to walk down to the right, get a little bit of water. Because I only have 1/3 of a liter, and I think I'm going to be at the pass for a while. So I'll probably take a little break, get my poles out too. A little beach right there on the lake. That would be really cool. Where am I pointing here? There we go. Yeah, so the pass must be up and around the corner right there. Oh, I got a really nice fill up. Tons of polywogs. Must be Frog City at night here. Let's kind of dry that right there. So I'm just kind of cut back to the trail here. I think I'm just gonna shoot up for the pass. A little bit of Celsius left. Got about 1 liter of water. I can feel that inside of my pack. But shoot, I'm gonna push it and just take a nice long break at the top right there. Get a little sun on my back. I noticed when I was washing my back at VVR last night, kind of stung a little bit. So there's a little bit of a breakout from all the sweat and everything. So I think each day, gonna need to get just a few. You know, it's not like I'm looking for a tan or something. I just want some UVs on my back to kill any nasty things that are there. It doesn't hurt at all, but clearly something's going on up there. Oh, it's kind of nice. Now should hit the trail here any second. Here it is, and there's the lake. Yeah. That is a beautiful lake, man. Woo! Look at that. It'd be a good place to hang out, man, like that. Huh? What's going on? Yeah? I don't have any food for you. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. I don't know if you're a pika or what you are, but you're just loving life. All right, well, I'm gonna go on, okay? Okay, watch out. I'm coming. Careful. Careful now, watch out. Okay, bless you. Have a great day. Oh, you're a cute little thing. Yeah. Okay, we're kind of in the bowl here. For the final ascent, right there, you see the trail going right up the side of the hill there, or mountain or whatever. I I kind of like dropped into the little bowl. Pretty typical. Nice little view of the mountains in the back. All right, no water here. It's definitely not the end of the season, but it's not rainy season, that's for sure. All right, well, I'm here, but you know, it's kind of a weird pass. It's like, you know, the pass kind of comes down to the low point, but here's the trail. Trail goes up, and it goes up, and it kind of goes up. So while we're at the pass, we're not at the high point. Isn't that kind of strange? That's because probably right off the edge here is just a freaking cliff, and we shouldn't be going over that. So I think I'm going to stop here. Be a good spot for the guys to do a check-in. So you can't quite see the new world that we're going to go into, but that's some of it right here, which is magnificent. All right, very nice. All right, woo! 11:13, 10:07. Yeah. Are you gonna go to the higher part? All right, I'm gonna hoop and holler. Okay, so don't freak out or anything.
You're gonna hoop and holler?
Woo! You! All right. Woo! Woo! All right, this is it, right? Yep. All right, here we go. Man, those are cool looking peaks right there.
That's so funny.
Woo! All right, 11,000 a little bit. It is 11:20. That's awesome. Oh wow, you can really see some cool mountains back here.
Oh well. Pardon me. 9,933.
9,000?
10,933.
Oh, okay. All right. So just under 11. 10,009. Yeah. Watch is about 100 feet below that. Hasn't caught up yet. Woo! Nice. That was a great hike. Far away there to our Virginia Lake or whatever. Woo! That was a heck of a little staircase there. We had a little bit of everything, didn't we? Man.
Kind of tried to fake us out a couple of times.
Oh my God, I was getting my pack off and he said, no, we're going to keep going. I'm like, well, yeah, but that's kind of a pass, but he's bad, but the real pass is up further. I'm like, oh no, man.
Oh, okay.
So this is it. Silver Pass.
How long you been here?
11:30. So not, what? No, maybe 8 minutes? No, we've been here longer than that.
That's it?
No, it's got to be a little bit longer than that.
Yeah.
It's not maybe 15. Maybe 15, something like that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, not long.
So, like said Chris, I don't remember.
I know, I had the same thing.
I said that, I don't remember.
I'm not sure why.
Yeah.
Maybe I was just.
From Czech Republic.
Yeah, so there's.
I met two other people.
This is a
Joe,
quartz here, but it's like pieces of quartz kind of stuck together.
last week I met them. And I
If
also
you can see
met,
if it sparkles at all.
I hiked
It's pretty cool looking.
Martin.
Yeah. So as soon as Chad gets up here,
Would you be so kind as to take a picture?
we're going to probably want to continue on because we got to go down this valley and then shoot up out of it. Supposedly there's Mount Ritter and Banner back there. All right, so Chad got here, so I'm gonna rest up for a few minutes, get some electrolytes, and I'm gonna head down. And if you look, you can kind of see the trail, weaving around down there. So I can see somebody walking up the trail. So we'll stop along one of these little ones and have some lunch down there probably. Oh, look at that lake down there. I didn't even see that before. It's really beautiful. Yeah, so we used to have a pretty serious hike in front of us. I guess this is 1,100 feet to get out of this valley to the right down there a little further. So
That was an 11,000 foot pass. It's 10,933.
all right, it is 12:01. Still feels like it should be morning and not lunchtime. But we're gonna go down a mile or so. I guess there's kind of a stream from all these lakes here. It's one of them on our right. You can see the trail. Then we'll probably have lunch down there. So my guess is around 12:45, something like that. I don't know. That'll be about right. I had one of my Belvita little snack things. They're so tasty. This was a different, not the typical blueberry that I like. This was a chocolate. That's what they had at the store. So I just, in fact, all they had was one box. So I just grabbed 2 of them. I figure it's going to be good no matter what they are. And it is pretty tasty. Whew. That shot. Closer to that lake. That's why we didn't go down the hill right there, because it's not a hill, it's a cliff. That's why we're going around it to the right. It is such a pretty day. We're definitely like a little bubble of people now that kind of gathered around VVR, so we might be with a few people for a few days. I think most people want to get into Red's Meadow tomorrow at some point. So Chris number 2, he's kind of hanging with us, and he's definitely a skilled hiker and very prepared for this hike. So it'd be kind of cool to hang out with him. Turns out he was a pilot for cargo for many years and did a bunch in terms of management of that as well, and it's been a good part of his career, and in like Singapore and Taiwan and places like that. So he's got all sorts of interesting stories. He's mentioned his wife a few times, so I asked him, wow, how long you been married? He's like, 38 years. I'm like, that's awesome. My wife and I, we're going to celebrate our 40th in September, so he's almost 39 years. So, but he's 70 years old. So that's such an encouragement to me when I see guys that are just crushing it, that are older than I am. You know, it's like, it is possible, you know, to keep hiking. Just got to keep that equipment in check, keep it light, and I think you can just keep going until something just breaks, basically. So yeah, so let's treat hiking with him. I don't know how long we'll kind of be hiking together. We have Silver Pass, Red's Meadow. That's the first Red's Meadows. You can kind of see that there.
Does it say how many miles? No, it's just an arrow.
There's an arrow. That's about it. All right. Well, that's good.
Well,
It's on.
I'm guessing from Virginia Lake to Red's Meadows, I think is 15.
Yeah, it's a pretty good. Yeah. No, we want to get, what's after Virginia, duck or purple or?
Purple. And it's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, I think we want to get to.
And that's 3 more miles.
Yeah, we want to get. There's some other campsites around there.
Oh, yeah, there's nice campsites around Purple.
Yeah, or just like on the trail and stuff. So hopefully we're gonna do something.
A few more miles. There's a Duck Lake outlet.
Yeah, around there I was looking at. I don't know if we'll be.
Campsites are really sparse over there.
Yeah,
But there are some really nice ones.
yeah. So
Yeah.
we're just gonna kind of see where we're at.
So it shouldn't be. I doubt that would be very mosquito-y.
Yeah, it should be pretty dry. Yeah. It's kind of hard to appreciate just how important to follow the trail is coming down this thing. You know, I mean, we came kind of down. There's Chris, and I think that's Chad or somebody else. But we came around there instead of dropping down this. I mean, there's multiple giant kind of cliffs like this, and so. And the trail just manages it well. You know, there's another giant drop just below us right here. It's hard to see unless I'm actually moving, and you can kind of pick it up. But that's why we're kind of going around and around to get down here. It's pretty tricky. And that is a lot of granite. Well, we're coming to one of the lakes and probably a creek. So we will probably have lunch here. Here's kind of the outlet. There's the creek. So let's take a look here. What are we looking at? Woo! Very nice. All right, here comes Chris and Chad. You can see him there. You can see him moving in there, right in the middle. All right. Damn, this is so beautiful. All right. You guys, are we having lunch here?
Yeah.
All right, man. Woo! Here we go, Chad in action. Yeah. All right.
We lose the other Chris?
He hiked on ahead a little bit. All right. Well, it's sometime between 12 and 1. Going a little different here. You gotta get with what's available. This is I ripped off the top. It might say it's a wild caught product or whatever, but I can't see that. So what we're looking at here is well, let's take a close look. All right, so it looks like we have total fat 4. That's okay. Sodium 390. Awesome. Basically added sugars, 1 gram added sugar. I don't know why you want to add sugar to fish, but they did. Protein 15 grams, so that's pretty awesome. Oh, and the calories was ripped off at the top. Dang. I wonder if I can see that. Oh, 110 calories. Well, that's all right. It's not bad. Add some Fritos to that, and we're set. All right, well, it is about 109, 10,268 feet according to the watch here. So we're going to make it to Virginia Lake and hopefully 3 miles after that, which would put us in the Reds Meadow for lunch tomorrow. So it's really what we want to be doing here. The father-daughter group that I thought might have my trekking pole, they don't have it. So the trekking pole's a monument on Silver Pass. So that's too bad. But I was thinking of not bringing those home anyways. And most of the killer uphill is done, that's when I use 2 trekking poles. So I'll still use 1 trekking pole when we go up to Virginia, because it's 1,100 foot climb. But yeah, that's a bummer. I use trekking poles like really strategically when I hike. Otherwise I just don't use them. So that's too bad. But I have one. I need one for my tent. Otherwise I'm looking for sticks, which would be really problematic, and they could break and cause problems with the tent, all sorts of bad stuff. So I need to really be careful with the 1 trekking pole I have. So, all right, so we're obviously gonna drop into this, hike for a while, and then hike back up. And those mountains look just really cool in the distance there. Look at that. Woo! All right, hike on. We've been hiking down for a few minutes. Pretty steep down. We're still going down here, but now we've entered into kind of the forested area right here. And it's kind of nice to take a quick look at just the awesomeness of the granite formations around us, even though I can't see them all. All right, well, we've worked our way down to the valley floor. So now we're just going to kind of cruise with the valley until it's time to hike back up. Not sure how long that's gonna be. Chris and Chad are right in front of me right here. I don't know if you can see them through the trees. So. Wait, hold on a second, man. You notice how long they're gonna be. Look at all the fish right there in the stream. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. That's incredible. I've never seen anything like that. There's something on the tree? Oh, look at that. We have a crest. First crest we've seen.
Is that an old TCG market?
Yeah. Too high for somebody to steal. That's really cool. Yeah. They have a lot of them in Oregon. They're pretty good about that. All right. Here we go. Whew. Yeah. Cruising down the trail still, going down. I don't know if this is the valley that we're gonna go up, but sure is a pretty one though. Nice day, just a few clouds right now. We're cruising down the hill here. The sun is kind of lighting up the forest in terms of the scent. You know, sometimes you get that sage dry smell. This is more of like a dense pine needle, earthy bark, but not too much bark smell. It's really nice, and there's a cool breeze. But if you're directly in the sun, it's actually pretty hot. But I just love that scent in the air. Gosh, we need to get that, some kind of candle to do something like that at home. It's really nice. Go, 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 go. Woo! I just happened to catch this view on the switchback. Check it out. Woo! Look at those mountains, man. Way down that valley. Hope we're not going that far down. Woo! Beautiful. I'm just looking at one of the switchbacks, and clearly you can see there's been an avalanche. Trees topped, all like facing, you know, the same direction, right to left. They just got hammered by an avalanche. There's Chris. Chad's right in front of him. All right, we're moving. Oh, we're going right into that avalanche. Wow. Yuck. A little bit of water. Just keeps going all the way down here. Woo! Yeah, we're moving. Looks like we're gonna start going up here. Woo! I have to get my poles out and my pole. Oh, these are really deep. Pole right there. Wow. That's a good amount of water coming down there. Yeah, get this. There's a bridge right here. Well, I don't know what this is called, but that is significant water for this time of year. Yeah, that's a lot. Whew. Well, I think maybe it's time to get that trekking pole out.
The switch backed up. That's the river, and you can see the trail right down there. I'm wondering how we got into this valley right here. Maybe it's way down there, perhaps, but we didn't. Our stream was not that big at the time, so I don't know. Maybe we dropped in up there. I don't know. That seems a little improbable. Let's take a look at these, man. This is serious rocks. Wow, look at that. Woo! Beautiful.
So just saw a guy come, so I talked to the guy on the trail, of course. Big smile, obviously the soak was just coming out of this guy. I said, hey, what's going on, blah, blah. Anyway, long story short, 2 of his brothers and a couple of their friends, so there's a total of 7 from all over the country, New York, Miami, whatever, He's got relatives in Bend, Oregon, stuff like that. Every year they get together and they do something. Of course, the guy in the front, the guy I talked to, the guy said, hey, let's go backpacking. So they're stoked. They're having a great time, man. 7 of them, 7 tents. Awesome. Lots of stoke coming from those guys.
So I want you to watch how this guy in front of me is hiking. It's hard for me to see. He was just kind of slogging, moving all his weight from left to right. That is so much energy lost there. When you get tired like that, it's like you almost make it worse. You start doing that slog. Whew. All right, it's time for some encouragement. Just right up the trail right here. Check this out, man. Just saw a fish ring. Woo! Yeah, there's fish in there, man. This is off the trail. We just passed a junction. Go to like McGee Pass and some other places. This is the Purple Lake Trail, but right now, it's where we're going. Check that out. That is just so cool. Wow, we are coming up to a epic meadow. Here we go. Get a little better view. Well, those guys look like kind of a split, but maybe we'll get a better view later. But this is a beautiful picture of that big dome right there. Wow. And then we have the big meadow right here, which is just amazing. Wow. Woo! Man, I can hear the roar of this stream. Check this out. It's in there. It is gushing. I can hear it going all the way down. Oh, super cool, man. Woo! More views. Big dome. You can see the split now a little bit better. Woo! Wow. Hi, Sierra, baby! Woo! Killer switchbacks. Look at all these switchbacks. There's Chris right there. It's so awesome about this trail is there's no steps. It's just like a trail that just continues. I don't know if it's the dirt or the what, or the powers that be just haven't got a hold up and try to improve it. But the speed which you can hike this thing is incredible. It's very relaxing, relatively speaking. There's no steps. You just go at your own pace. Woo! I don't know what the range this is here. That's these mountains with you see the split mountain right there. but all of those are really shaped like really kind of molten like. You must be able to see that on the topo. That would really be something. I'll have to check that out and see what that's all about. We're getting up there. Here's a shot down the valley we came out of. Whew. Looking very dramatic with the shadows. Cranking up this hill here, and my right hand, the outside of my fingers, like on the skin part, you know, the hairy part of by your knuckles towards your fingers. Anyways, I noticed it's getting really red and raw. It's partly because I use that hand to go into my underneath the pocket bottom of my pack, but it also looks really sunburned, so it's really exposed. So I stopped opening my pack to get my sun stuff, and I don't see it, so I'm not sure where it is. But I got chapstick, so I rubbed chapstick all over, so it looks better and feels better. Put that on the other fingers too. So that sun not protecting my fingers. All right, well, it looks like it's flattening off a little bit right here, kind of going over saddle. That would be welcome news. It is 3:16, and I show about 10,300 feet, so it's quite a climb. I don't know if you can see my fingers, but there's those fingers, these two right here. Yeah, combination of not taking care of them in the sun to just constant, like, you know, repetitive use, which is grabbing my camera out of the back bottom of my backpack. So I'm gonna have to address that. I don't like it when I don't take care of my body like that. Kind of disrespecting your body, you know, not a good thing. Yeah. Lovely trail right here. Oh, we're getting close. There's a little pond right in front of us, and then I think that's probably Virginia Lake right there. Whew. Let's see. Oh wow. Look at this lake. I totally remember this lake because of the other side where we cross it and everything. I've had breakfast on the other side before. Wow, for lunch. That is amazing. Ah, so cool. That's a good spot to meet the guys there and hang out and figure out what we're gonna be doing. Wow, so cool. So I don't know why I'm so excited about that, but I really am. Terrain is definitely changing in the big mountains. Look at the one right in front of me. You see, got some iron right there, but more so it's kind of the black and volcanic looking stuff. You'll see right around the corner here what I'm talking about. Oh, we're gonna get the iron rock right here. You can see right there how it's starting to change. So, because as we start to get into Red's Meadow now, it's gonna get more pumicy and very obviously, you know, plume. What's the right word there? It's like plumes? That's not the right thing. But like, I don't know. Very volcanic-y. Well, I just kind of turned around because it's getting kind of darker clouds, and then I just saw, I don't know if the camera's going to capture this, but there's some super cool mounds right there. There's like these big granite blob overhangs. That's the closest I can get. So we're getting in the end of the lake. It gets kind of shallow and a little grassy right there, so you got to figure out a way to cross that. And we had breakfast or lunch here. It was just so gorgeous.
Yeah.
But I don't think we stayed here though. It's just the timing wasn't right. Woo! This is a very pretty lake. All right, so we're gonna leave Virginia Lake and go to, is it Purple Lake or something like that?
I think that's where our next stop
All
is.
right, I gotta get a picture because we'll forget about these. We won't look at them again. Look at that, man.
Yeah.
They're really getting gnarly. Those start to get volcanic and iron and all sorts of cool stuff. Woo! Wow. All right, so we're coming over a little saddle. Coming into some area. Look at that. Ooh, a little green up there. Woo, it's gonna be nice. Well, I can tell I got a lot of sun today. My face just kind of feels it, my nose. Definitely got to get that sunscreen out tomorrow. Put some on my tip of my nose, my hands. That's pretty gnarly. It's blue lizard, so it is a zinc oxide base, although it's pretty creamy. It doesn't have the chemicals in it, so I think I'm gonna stick with that type for a while. Of course, I got my sun pants. I don't have to worry about my legs today, which is just fantastic. Man, this is so cool. This is such a different thing that we're doing right here. Wow, loving it. This is amazing terrain. This is so good to hike in. Maybe this is just kind of a prep for tomorrow, because tomorrow we're gonna be just like rolling and stuff, so it's gonna be epic. I mean, once we get past the lake, I think there's 2 lakes, right? Purple and Duck, something like that. Not sure. This is like something out of Star Trek. It's just amazing. This is so bizarre. So different than what we've been hiking on. We're cruising. I'm getting pretty tired now. I'm eating some peanuts. There is a trail going across there. Pretty steep. I don't know if that's ours or not. But man, that's gonna hurt if you do that this late. It is right now. It's 4:11. So yeah, that canyon goes way deep and way long out there in the distance. So I don't know if we do that. I don't know what's around the corner though either. Some big peaks. All right, well, we are dropping into Purple Lake, and then we'll kind of hang out there and kind of decide if we're going to go to Duck Lake or the other way around. I forget. I'm pretty tired. The trick is we want to get to Reds, for lunch tomorrow. So that's really that's important for us to do that. To do very quickly, so I get out of there and get a few more miles. That'll set us up for a pretty relaxing, just cruising kind of Yosemite area kind of situation if we do that. So, I like the morning hike too. I can hike really fast and far in the morning. Right now I'm getting tired and stuff like that, so we'll see. I remember one of these lakes we kind of crossed the outlet. I wonder, I bet you that's one of these. That'll be interesting. I mean, we had to cross, we had to walk. It was like, it wasn't way steep, but it was deep. So here, I think this is Purple Lake, not Duck. Maybe it looks kind of purple. It looks kind of green right now, but very pretty situated lake. Ooh. So here comes Chris. And a little convo, figure out what we want to be doing here. Yeah. Looks like they had a little bridge here. I don't think they had the bridge when I was here last time.
All right, so it is 4:45. Chris and I have just arrived at Purple Lake, and we're at like 9,900 feet. So Chad's not here yet. We're not sure when he's going to get here. So this is kind of an interesting part of every trip. It's 2.4 miles to go to Duck Lake, and it's just like 100 feet higher. So that big trail we saw, that's not our trail. That's this other trail, like right there. Okay, our trail goes this way and then kind of goes over somehow. So that's, we really couldn't reconcile. How can that trail be 100-foot gainer? It didn't make any sense. So that's, it was a different trail. So we know that. So it's 2.4 miles, which means it's going to take, the way we're hiking, it's going to take at least an hour. It'll take longer than that probably. So if Chad, like if we left right now, we would get there like 5:45, and we're not leaving now, so that would be, and it'd be slower. So it'd probably be 6:15, 6:30 to get into camp. And then if we did that, it would be tougher to bust out early in the morning with full energy because we'd be pretty tired. So, and there's campsites just down the trail here, like a bunch of them, just before the trail kind of starts to, get out of the lake area. So, I don't know. So we're gonna talk about it when Chad gets here. My vote currently is to actually camp here, so we're not completely exhausted when we actually time to set up camp and everything. Tomorrow's an important day. We need to bust out early and crank. We need to, when you get close to Red Meadows and it gets pumice and everything. Hi there. Hey. Hold on a sec.
And you can see it's gorgeous. So the trail will eventually cut off, and then it should be a really flat area, and there should be some campsites. So I'm not going to walk away from the lake, though. This is no time to, get confused and separated. We're all tired. It's getting late. The temperature's starting to drop. I can feel it already, so we gotta be careful.
I'm trying out one of those north sides. It's like some chicken fried rice or something.
Oh, they're in the green bag kind of thing?
Yeah, I've never cooked one before, so I'm probably gonna screw it up.
Oh, where's that?
It's in my pouch right there already.
Oh, it's in the pouch.
Yeah,
Okay.
Good 30 minutes, and hopefully it'll be ready to go.
Yeah. All right. So, hey, what's your name again?
Toby,
Toby. All right. What are you having for dinner?
chicken and dumplings.
Oh, I actually like that.
This one's good.
Yeah, sometimes by mistake I get the chicken and gravy or whatever biscuit because they're similar, and I'm like, that's not the same. Oh, you're going for the beef stroganoff?
Beef stroganoff tonight. Big dinner tonight.
Oh, let me know how that goes, because I've tried beef stroganoff, and sometimes it's great, and sometimes it's
Who's doing the beef stroganoff?
really bad. Chad is, man.
Is he? Okay.
I'm not sure what I'm having yet. I think I'm going to just have the beef stew, either that or ramen. So ramen's kind of my backup for the rest of the trip.
I would eat whichever one weighs more.
I know, that's the stew. For sure.
All right, so good evening. It's day
14.
14. Wow. And we only have 17, really, hiking, so we're getting close. All right, so today was a killer day. We left VVR uphill,
First we had the boat ride.
downhill. Yeah, anyway, uphill, downhill, killer uphill, cruise, kind of downhill. Yeah, first we had the boat ride, 7 o'clock, right?
Yeah,
Were you guys
coffee,
cold?
breakfast burritos. That was nice.
Yeah, those were good.
Yep, VVR hooked it up.
Now both you guys finished your burrito too, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, on the way over.
I
there.
had a little bit left. I'm like, oh, we're docking, we're done. So I didn't do it. I drank all the coffee though.
They were big burritos too.
Yeah, I got plenty of videos. Those are good, man. Those are super tasty. All right, so let me start hiking. So, okay, what was the elevation of VVR? I forget.
Low.
Because it was 11,000.
7,800, I think.
Okay, so and then the pass was just basically 11,000. So that was like,
3,200.
oh my gosh,
3,000.
that's over 3,000 feet we hiked, man.
Just up that.
Dude,
And then
we-
another 1,600.
Yeah, that
After
other
that.
thing, right? Whatever.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know it was over 3,000. That's really good in one kind of thing. No, but that was hard though. And then I left my trekking pole at the top. There was so much commotion. There's so many people there that I got my Garmin once I did the check-in, and I put that away. And I just left the trekking pole up there, so nobody happened that I asked brought it down. So that's okay though. I'm glad they weren't like really expensive ones though. That would have sucked, man.
Better not lose the other one.
I know. Well, I was thinking about that. Oh, I was thinking about that today. That wouldn't be a problem because you guys have 2 of them. But then you guys need 2 trekking poles.
For our tents.
That's not good for Craig. Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, we'd have to find you a stick.
a stick. And that's how you put a big hole through your tent too, or it breaks. Boom. So, yeah, I'm going to be obviously really careful about that. So,
Virginia Lake,
Mm-hmm.
Purple Lake. Those were really neat.
yeah, Virginia Lake was really beautiful. Wasn't
Yep,
it? Yeah,
that was nice.
cool. So,
Or is it Lake Virginia? I'm not sure.
I don't know. It was like those 2 peaks. What was that? The other Chris, Arkansas Chris, he was it Mount Abbott,
Mississippi.
and the other one. No, didn't he live in Arkansas?
Northwest Mississippi.
He does?
That's where he lives.
I thought he said Arkansas. Okay, Mississippi
I
Chris.
think he just went hiking in Arkansas.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's it. So, anyways, what did he? How did we get on him? I forgot how I don't know how we got on him.
He just blew our doors off.
Dude, that guy, yeah, he just took off.
Yeah, he did. Once we got
Once we stopped for lunch,
for
he was
lunch,
like,
he
I'm
just kept
gone.
going. Yeah, I thought
And
he'd
then
hang out.
you guys blew my doors off. And
Oh, that's the uphill.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I really enjoyed the uphill today. The one trekking pole was a little different.
The trail was a lot
used to do that.
nicer on that,
Oh yeah,
on that second
that's
climb.
right. Yeah, did you notice that on the second
Nice
climb,
and
the big
soft.
switchbacks?
Not a lot of rocks.
No, that was like the best. That's probably the best trail so far of uphill we've ever had. And I actually saved the video like, please don't tell the trail people about this trail because they're probably going to say, oh, we need to improve it. Just destroy the thing.
You probably want to improve it and put some
Oh
steps
my
in there.
God, they put some steps in there.
Oh
It
my
was-
God.
It's pretty interesting though how I wonder if it's how the dirt and the composition of the earth, I wonder if that's why it doesn't just come apart or, that's just the way it works. I don't know. That's not what I do. So anyway, so what was our total mileage then?
I think we're right around 18.
18.43 is what I got on the watch.
18, okay. All right, so 18 something. Considering all the vertical feet, man, that was
And we got a later
really good.
start because we had the boat ride.
Yeah, what time did we actually
So
start?
we
We probably started about a little after 7:30.
Yeah, and we finally got into camp. Was it like 6? It's pretty close. It's 5:30,
5:30, 5:45, something like that.
Yeah. It was good. It started getting kind of chilly.
But we did screw around looking for the campsite for about a good half hour.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I thought Chad was behind me. Like, where is Chad? I was concerned. I
I don't know.
Oh, I
I was
know.
trying to tell you.
No, it's not. It's nobody's fault. We're just like, first we're like super tired. We're practically delirious at that point, So, all right, stats. All right, you ready, Chris?
I'm ready.
Okay, what do you have for steps?
Let's see. 26,242.
Wow, man, that's too bad. I've 38,739.
So close to that 40,000.
I know,
Probably
so
lost the
close, but so
trekking pole.
far. Yeah, that's because, and if I put the trekking pole in my left hand, my watch is in my right, I get I get count. But I don't do like that. Trekking pole goes on
You
the
bonus
downhills.
steps.
Yeah, I don't play that game. Yeah, Anyways, so yeah, so that was pretty good. But I think that's because, well, I didn't use the trekking pole that often, but there was a lot. It was a lot of miles. So
Yeah, Chad probably easily had over 40,000 steps today.
That's
yeah,
right,
that's right. You probably did. That's right. Yeah, Gabrielle would definitely have over 40. Stinker. All right, calories. What do you have?
Calories, 4,352.
That's not like that is not humanly possible, man. I don't see it.
That's getting after it right there.
Yeah, that is like you'd be like dead in a couple of days. I have 2,701, so I crossed the 2,700. That's pretty good for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty rare to get. It's so rare to get 3,000. I would have to do like a 26-mile day or something like that. We don't have any of those, do we now? I think we got.
No, please God, no.
We're able to smooth it out.
Well, some 26-mile days?
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna do anything like that. Or 25. No, I think
Probably get 24 probably tomorrow. The next day, I bet.
Well, maybe tomorrow if we could. But you know,
He's trying to kill me.
Yeah, I
He's
know.
trying to kill me.
I know.
I told him, just push me off a cliff.
Yeah,
Stop doing this like
yeah,
slow,
yeah,
arduous,
exactly. Yeah, just do
just
it.
leave me
Just do it.
dangling behind.
Yeah. Well, the you know, you can get good, like if you go through like the pumice and everything, if it's too deep, then it feels kind of sandy and you can't go fast.
Yeah.
But if it's pretty good, then you can just like boom, you can just roll. So we could hit 3 miles an hour tomorrow going to Reds Meadow. That'd be good.
I think we could definitely do that tomorrow, especially in the morning time.
Oh yeah.
Fresh legs.
We gotta blitz out of here. So 6 a.m. I'm gonna make sure I get actually out here at 6, unless some nature thing happens. Then I'll bet you're off then. You know. So all right. Is there anything else? Wildlife?
Reds Meadow tomorrow.
Yeah.
Reds,
I didn't
burgers.
see any special wildlife. You know, I did see. I saw a father-son. I think you guys missed them because they came down Mono Pass with bows. They were bow hunting.
Oh, I didn't see that.
They said like yesterday the season opened for bear and deer.
Oh, great.
And they had seen some bear, but they couldn't get a shot. It's just archery, but
yeah.
so,
Wow.
Bow season's already open, huh? How about that?
it might be like a summer.
Yeah,
velvet season.
I've done hiking in Oregon when the bow season was open, and it just freaks the crap out. You go like around a corner, and you got these guys all cameled up and everything. It's like, well, like, hey man, you know, you're just hoping like I'm a person, you know. So, but they've been super nice though. It's just been fantastic. Now that's pretty neat. So I saw, what did I see? I saw like a little pika. I think it's a pika, but the tail was about this long. So, but it looked like a pika, not anything else. And that thing was pretty close to me, and it kind of walked toward me, like it was probably like 3 feet away on my feet. And I just stood there and just, you know, giving it some loving words and everything. And then I said, okay. So I just kind of went like this, and it moved away. It was pretty cool, man. I've had more nature interactions than I've like ever had before, which is I think that's so cool. Yeah. So I think that was the one today that I can remember. But I got it all on film too, so it was really cool. So it was super close. So that was very unusual. All right, so tomorrow, Reds Meadow tomorrow for lunch. Cheeseburgers. I bet you they have milkshakes too. Most places like that have milkshakes. I know, I love milkshakes, man. Yeah. And then we got to get some, and then we can go.
We got to crank out some miles after that.
Yeah. And then after that, when is Donahue Pass is coming up after that?
I think we're still about 35 miles away right now.
From Donahue?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So maybe the next day, late in the day, I don't know.
Well, when we get to Reds, we'll be about 30 miles away from Tuolumne.
Tuolumne, yeah, Meadows. Which is really long, too. That's the whole thing. Like, it's like an area. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that because it's totally different than when I was there. So that'd be kind of fun. All right, anything else?
That's all I got.
It's a good day, huh?
It's gonna be
day?
cold night.
Yeah,
hard day.
it feels like it, and it's
Feels
gonna. I'm gonna take some. I'm taking 2 ibuprofen tonight, man.
Yeah.
My legs are tired. Yeah, in fact, I could feel like the it was like in the anyways, you can't see it. I'm pointing like the upper butt where the IT band kind of thing is. Like I started to feel that a little bit today, which is kind of weird. So I was tired. Anyways, all right. So good night from day
14.
14. We'll see you tomorrow for day 15. Good night. All right. So we have somebody staying with us tonight in our campsite. This Toby, whose name's Toby, and from Houston. Yeah, from Houston, Texas. This girl's super tough. Okay, super fast hiker. She left. 8:30 was your your ferry, right? Yeah, so our ferry was like at 7. And she basically caught up to us and would have passed us up if I hadn't slowed her down with figuring out the campsite stuff. So, yeah, she's super, super fast. So, so yeah, she's in our campsite tonight. So we have like, you know, usually just us 3 guys. Now we actually have a nice lady too. It's kind of fun. So that's Toby. Maybe she'll be with us. I don't know. So how far are you going to go tomorrow?
I don't know yet. Probably 18 at least, I hope.
Yeah, so you'll go past Reds then, right?
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, it's hard to know where to go after that. I looked at the map and it's just kind of weird. Yeah, so she's having the same issue we have because we want to go past Reds Meadows, but like where to stop though, it's not like apparent. So that we're gonna have to play it by ear. Anyway, it's kind of fun to have somebody else in camp. And it's kind of funny because there was another gal who was going the other direction, going south, and she was hiking with 3 other guys. She said they're taller than her, so they're like way faster. And so she didn't know whether she wanted to go to Lake Virginia because that's where they were going to be. But because I told her, I said, well, that's going to take you at least an hour, and it was already getting pretty late. She's like, and so I thought she started and turned around, and I said, hey, come on, you're going to stay in our camp. And I'm like, wait a second, that's not her, it's somebody else. That's Toby. So that was kind of funny. It was a little awkward, probably more for me than her. So, all right, that's it.